Alright, hello everyone, I'm Niaria Putri and in this video I would like to explain about Suggestopedia Method. Suggestopedia Method is one of methods which applicable in teaching English language. The method concerns the mental condition of the students in the learning process. The teacher gives suggestions to the students to make successful learning process with comfortable atmosphere like give classical music and good decoration in the classroom. Alright, based on Ratminisi in 2017, there are 9 main characteristics of the method. For the first, the method is used to develop students' ability to learn foreign language in daily communication. The second, the teacher the teacher as a model. So in here the teacher have authority, so to create the communicative classroom the student must trust and respect to the teacher so they can more active and spontaneous in the classroom. And the third, the classroom atmosphere must bright, cheerful and comfortable. And the fourth, use classical music in the learning process. So the classical music can make the students more relaxed in the learning process, and then it can increase the concentration of the student. For the fifth, the relationship between teacher and students. It means interaction between teacher and students to give more opportunities to the students to use the target language. And the sixth, use mother tongue. So in here the teacher can use mother tongue for clear the meaning of the dialogue. And the seventh, when the student have a mistake, the teacher give correction with gentle way. And the eighth, the method emphasize the speaking skills and the new vocabulary for communication. And the last, peripheral learning. It's the teacher can use poster in the learning process that contains the grammar target language. So in here the students can learn unconsciously and indirectly. Alright, and that's all for me about the main characteristic of the method. Alright, how about techniques in Suggestopedia method? Based on Larsen Freeman in 2010, cited by Ratminisi in 2017, in Metode dan Strategi Pembelajaran Bahasa Inggris book, there are 10 techniques. For the first is classroom setup. So in here, the teacher use soft sofa, soft music, and low light based on the target language. So in here, the students can feel the nuance of the target language. And the second is peripheral learning. So in here the teacher provides poster in the classroom that contains the grammar of the target language, and the poster must be replaced every time based on the topic. And the third, give positive suggestion. So in here the teacher give positive suggestion like tells if they will be success in the learning, and then give the music so the students can more comfortable. And then the fourth is visualization. So in here the teacher makes students more comfortable in the classroom and asks the students to close their eyes and control their breath, and then the students can more concentration. Then the teacher describe the situation and the students can feel in the situation. And the fifth is choose new identity. So in here the student asks to choose new identity so they can develop their new identity, and then they ask to describe like their hometown and then their family on new data. And That's how they created. Okay, will be next by my partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Kadek Dewi. In this opportunity, I would like to presenting about the techniques and the strengths, also the weaknesses of Suggestopedia method. Because five technique has been presenting by my partner Niaria Putri, now I would like to presenting a five technique left. So the sixth technique, namely role play. In this technique, where the teacher instructs students to change their roles to other people, then perform using the target language that has been prepared. After that, the students were asked to make a dialogue with the situations that was developed. Next, for the seventh technique is first concern. Namely, the teachers give stories to students. Then the students focus on the same grammar, after which the teacher after uh, the teacher reads the dialogue using the target language. After students select a dialogue in the target language and mother tongue, they look at the two texts. After that, the teacher plays the music and slowly begins to read following the music flow. For the each technique, a second concert. In this technique, a student are asked to listen and close their eyes and listen to the teacher reading the dialogue text. In this technique, students must focus on the content of the reading text. Okay, and the ninth technique is primary activations. Namely, in this technique, it is focuses on the students' activities. As a group, individually, students are asked to read the dialogue text. Then, students are asked to return the to reading while using expressions. And for the last technique is creative adaptations. In this technique, students are involved in learning new material and learning new material and using it spontaneously. Students are asked to sing, play, and dance. This activity focuses students in communicating. Now I would like to explain about the strengths and also the weaknesses of Suggestopedia method. As same as other methods, this method so has its own strengths and weaknesses. If we are talking about the strengths, then we may find four strengths in this method according to Ratmaningsih 2017. Here are the four strengths of Suggestopedia method. The first strength, this method can provide a calm atmosphere of security to students in the learning process, such as facilitating students with comfortable chairs, supporting the lighting, pictures, or posters as peripheral learning. As peripheral learning material and classical music accompaniment. For the second strength, with the trust that has been created from students to the teacher, this will affect the informations that can be absorbed by students. And the third strength of this Suggestopedia method is a double plainness, a technique where this learning takes place directly and peripherally. On the one hand, students do learning consciously, but on the other hand, students will get an indirect learning through pictures and posters found in the school or in the classroom environment. So in the last one of strengths in this Suggestopedia method is in peripheral learning. Students are expected to be able to learn through the surroundings. For example, students learn the structures of word found on posters or pictures on the walls of classrooms. Indirectly, students will use the poster as an example in creating a sentence. Okay, meanwhile, according to Radminingsih 2017, there are three weaknesses of Suggestopedia method. The first one is the class size. It is one of its weaknesses because many schools in developing countries have a large classes, and it contains 40 until 50 students. So these situations can make the applications of the Suggestopedia method very difficult, especially in developing countries. Then the use of comfortable chairs or sofas and dim light is very difficult to find in most schools in Indonesia, because most schools in Indonesia have a large classes and lack technology. Okay, for the last one of the weaknesses in Suggestopedia method is the use of classical music, which is a characteristics of the Suggestopedia method, tends to be irrelevant to be given to all students, especially in developing countries like Indonesia, because most students are less familiar with this type of music. Okay, that's all for our presentation about the main characteristic, the technique, and also the strength and weaknesses of Suggestopedia method. Now, the next session is about Suggestopedia method teaching simulation by Rahul Krisna Nasution as the simulator. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Hello,
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Okay, today I am so happy to be able to meet you again, even though we meet through virtual meeting, but I hope everyone is healthy so we can learn properly. Before we start our lesson today, I would like to invite Liana Dewi to lead the opening prayer.
All right, sir. Before we start the lesson, let's pray together. Pray start. Pray end.
Okay. So there are 6 of you today in today's meeting. How are you, my students? Are you doing good?
Yes, I'm good, sir.
Sir.
Yes, I'm good, sir.
Yes, I'm good, sir.
Okay, I am glad to know that you are good. Before we start our lesson, I would like you to be relaxed. Take a deep breath and exhale it. Be relaxed because our learning will be fun. So, simple, and I want you to guess what is the topic of our today's lesson. I like to eat sweet foods, but I dislike to eat spicy foods. Based on that example, who can guess what is our topic today? One student only.
Dislike and like, maybe, sir?
Yeah, please. What is your answer, Nia? I am sorry.
Like and dislike expression.
Okay, good. The topic of our today's lesson is expressing like and dislike about foods. So, I would like to share screen to start our meeting today. Hold a minute. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Good then.
Yes, sir.
Today we are going to learn about expressing like and dislike about food. Here is the first example. We can stating or we can expressing like in two ways. The first sentence begin with I plus like. Here is the first picture. It is burger. So when I want to express that I like this burger, I will say I like burger. I like burger. And then the second way to express that you like foods is by saying I like the name of the foods plus a lot. For the example, as what you can see in the PowerPoint, I like cakes a lot. I like cakes a lot. Now, this is another example when I want to express that I love foods. I say I love it. It means I express that I like this food. I love to eat fried chicken. I love to eat fried chicken. And then the last expressions of like about foods is I love to eat French fries. I love to eat French fries. I am so sorry. There must be lots of words because the font's number. But it's supposed to be I love to eat French fries. So now students, I would like to ask one of you to give me an example based on this picture. Fried chicken, but you cannot use I love to. I want you to express that you like fried chicken. Liana, can you give me an example?
Yes.
Please give me an example.
I like to eat fried chicken.
Very good. Can you speak louder once again, my student?
I like to eat fried chicken.
Very good. Good job, Liana. So we move to the next topic of our lessons today. It is dislike part, expressing dislike. This is the first picture. I would like to give an example about how to express when you dislike that food. I don't like spaghetti. I don't like spaghetti. This is the first way to express that you dislike that food. I don't like meatballs. I don't like meatballs. This is still the same as the previous way. When we use I don't like plus the name of the food. And this is The second example to express that you dislike food, when you dislike food. I don't really love to eat sandwich. I don't really love to eat sandwich. So we start the sentence with the subject, it is I, and don't really love means you dislike. You not really like it. You cannot say you like it. So we can express that we dislike something by saying, I don't really love to eat sandwich. And then, I don't really love to eat fried rice. I don't really love to eat fried rice. So my student, I would like to ask Indah Gitayani to give me one example based on this picture, sandwich. How do you express that you dislike sandwich? Come on.
I don't like to eat sandwich.
Okay, very good, Indah. Please speak once again louder. Can you?
I don't like eat sandwich.
Okay, thank you very much, Indah. Now, I would like to move to a harder part of our lesson. It is still related to expressing like and dislike about foods. Here, I have prepared a short story and I would like you to listen. Hello, my name is Roger. I live in a big city where you can find many kinds of food. I often visit a restaurant nearby my apartment. I like their fried rice and grilled sausage. I like their lemon tea, especially when they serve the cold one. But I don't like their grilled chicken. Sometimes the meat is still raw. It is unhealthy, so I dislike it. That is all I can say for you now about foods in the city. Thank you. My beloved students, what I just do is make a fiction story about myself that related with this lesson. I think you have the chance to speak because I love my students to be able to speak and express whether they like or dislike foods. So can I have someone to show her own fiction story that related with our topics today? Who wants to?
Yes, I want, sir.
Oh, Liana Dewi again, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Liana. I am a junior high school student and I live in Bali. I like to eat cakes, especially sweet cakes. As the opposite, I don't like to eat spicy. I don't like eat spicy food. Unfortunately, there is no store which sell sweet cakes around here. That is all I can say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Liana. I give you a big applause. So, the last sessions of our learning today is, I would like to highlight, you can see, I would like to show a sentence in this short story which related as an expression like and dislike to foods. The example, I like their fried rice and grilled sausage. It is one of the example of expressing like about foods. Now, Nia Ria Putri, can you read a sentence in this short story with showing an expression whether it is like or dislike about food? Please, only one sentence.
All right. So for the expression like in this sentence is I like their fried rice and grilled sauce. Then I like their lemon tea. Then about the dislike is I don't like their grilled chicken.
Okay. Thank you, Niaria Putri, for your participation. So students, we have learned is actually can help you in daily communicating with your friends. You can express whether you like or dislike about foods when you meet your friends and when you have a dinner with your family. It is the goal of our lesson today. I hope you learn a lot from this session. I hope you will be able to express that you like or dislike foods. So, before we end our lesson, I would like to say thank you very much for your participation. Before we end our lesson, I would like to invite Nia Ria Putri to lead the closing prayer.
All right, so before we end the lesson, please let's pray together. Pray start. Pray end.
Okay, thank you so much, my students. Keep healthy until we meet for the next chance. Thank you. See you later.
Thank you, sir. See you.
Okay, see you.
Thank you, sir.